Hello everyone. It's another beautiful winter day in Youngstown, Ohio. It's cold, it's windy, the neighborhoods are dark and sad. Just the way I like this town. Now, when I got to Youngstown in 1986, things were bad here. There were many hyper-violent gangs. The mafia was running amok and funding the gangs. There were killing after killing, drive-by shootings, mass shootings, executions. All crime was completely out of control. The police were at a loss as to what to do about it. The city officials had no idea how to handle that. And things got progressively worse and worse until the 90s. And then the whole thing just blew completely apart. I was kind of a wild dude at the time. I had a little Mossberg 12 gauge, little guy with a pistol grip, pump action street sweeper. I needed a gun back then. I was in close proximity to the mafia, and I was a bitter, distrustful, angry young man. Two of my big heroes were Sacco and Vanzetti. And if you don't know who these guys are, don't even bother talking to me. So I was a rough kid. I was running with a rough bunch of people in a rough town. And I was an art student. I was going to Youngstown State University, trying to get my art degree back in the day when that was possible for a reasonable amount of money. And I was involved in all sorts of things. One thing I enjoyed making was zines. This was all prior to the internet. And in order to express my angst and youthful frustrations living in the city and my sense of social justice and social injustice, zines for me were the answer to reaching an audience. At the time, I was working with a publisher who was a young guy that worked at Kinko's right next to YSU campus. Let's just say my buddy Joe gave me a lot of great deals on Xeroxing. His publishing company was named Maximum Horseradish. And we cranked out a lot of zines, probably an easy 1,000. I made a whole series. I think there was a total of 6 or 8, but only 3 actually made it to market. Now, one of the most popular was Lessons from the Moon. If you'll notice, on the cover is a moon with a mohawk and a beard and a pierced ear. Now this character passes judgment, dishes out punishment, and offers advice. I would love to show you the inside of this, but it is just incredibly offensive, with graphic violence and all sorts of rude things going on. Suffice it to say, I would be thoroughly banned permanently from Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and all the others, if I was to ever show you this via video. There were a few that I suppose are somewhat acceptable. Here is one. The moon is saying, "Don't mess with Johnny Religion." And here is a skull-faced street preacher with a 9mm blowing the brains out of a young man. And the preacher is saying, "Hallelujah, another soul in glory." At the time, I was also making t-shirts, had a little t-shirt sideline hustle, and you could have ordered my t-shirts through this fine publication. Let's just read what this says. Send cash or money order, no checks. I'm sick of getting ripped off. 2 weeks delivery. Money goes to poverty-stricken of Y-Town. Me, at the time, an art student. On the back, you could see the moon setting behind the Mahoning Valley Hills. And he's saying, "I'm keeping my eyes on you, baby." And up here in the corner, there's a UFO with a couple of aliens. And the one alien is saying, "I'm in Y-Town for the pizza, if you know what I mean." I'm selling these, the remainder of these, for $20 each. And if you want them shipped, it's $5 shipping. So reach out. Reach out to me, and by doing so, you reach out to Youngstown's wonderful past.